Murabaha is a contract that it's very popular now in the banks. And it's the Islamic banks that use Murabaha because it's somehow guaranteed for them to make profit and to avoid high risk. Murabaha, in the basic meaning of the Murabaha, is when I bring something, they call it Murabaha al-Basita. I bring some items, let's say I bring some laptops from China, and I just have a shop and I put the laptop there. So you come and ask for this laptop. You are my friend. I tell you, this is the net cost for this laptop is 100 dinars. And I'm making just 10% profit. So I'm selling it to you 110 dinars. This sale, this type of sales is based on amana, trust. What does it mean? You trusted me. You bought this item because of the information that I gave you. So if there is anything that wrong with this information, I am deceiving you. I have to make sure I tell you the exact cost. Now in banks, Islamic banks, what they do, they don't do it this way. They just put some modifications. They call it al-murabaha lil-amir bishira, for the one who requests that specific item. So the person will come to the bank. I say, I want to buy that specific car. The car costs 10,000 dinars, for example. So what the bank will say, okay, I will buy it for you and I will tell you the total cost and I'll put 10% as a profit. Some banks, they will ask him to sign a wa'd, just a promise that he will buy it. He will not involve in any contract, because if the customer sign a contract with the bank before the bank buys the car, then it's haram. It's not permissible, because the bank then will be selling something that it doesn't own. It's not in his position. So basically, when the bank goes and buy it, then we'll sign contract with this customer and usually we'll sell it in installment basis. So this is how Murabaha works. And Murabaha is good for those who don't have enough fund to pay in one go. So they can use it for installment reason. So they can go for it. Okay, some people, they say the percentage of the profit could be high. This is nothing to do with Sharia, as long as it's halal. When I say nothing to do with Sharia, I'm not encouraging the banks or encouraging the merchants to kill the people and destroy them. No, I'm just saying, you as a trader, it's up to you to put the percentage you want in your profit, as long as you be nice to the people. So this is point number one. Point number two, in Murabaha contract, which is practiced in the conventional bank as a mortgage. They will just give you a mortgage, a loan, and they'll take it back. The difference between them, if you miss one payment in the mortgage, the payment will be increased. They will reschedule the debt and they will increase your payment. So the chance of paying extra in the conventional bank is there. If you miss one payment, and usually long contracts, is not easy to keep the payment up to date. 5, 10 years, you will miss one payment. In conventional bank, they will raise the riba, the faida, the riba, the interest. In Islamic bank and Murabaha, they will not raise anything. It's fixed. If they tell you 10%, it will be 10%. For 10 years, nothing is changed. So at least you have an idea about the price you are going to pay. In conventional banks, you don't know. And one of the funny stories I experienced myself, two husband and wife, they had problem between them. Anyway, they wanted to talk about the house. They bought it through mortgage. Because of the inflation, the house cost, when they bought it, 60,000 pounds. After 14 years, because of the inflation and because of the late missing some payments, for 14 years they were paying, and he said it to me by his tongue, the money left is 60,000 pounds. So they are still owe the same amount of money. Of course, the 60 pounds is less than the amount in that day, but because the missing payments and the inflation, they're doing the same thing. This will not be the case in the Murabaha. Wallahu a'lam.